Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Haunted Basement Studio. I'm your host, Triple B, and we're going to be rocking out another comic book review. And this one, we're going to do issue number 2 of Harley Quinn X Elvira, written by Jimmy Palomino and Amanda Connor right there, and with the art by Samu right here. Man, and you know what? Amanda actually draws some panels inside the book as well. So let's get into this fun freaking story from Dynamite right here with a crossover to DC, baby. So in the beginning of this issue, it's going to pick up right where number 1 left off. So if you haven't watched that one, I'll leave the card right there in the description box down below. You can go and check that one out. But after freaking they blow up Elvira's ex-boss's house with him in it with a bazooka, he survives because he lands in the neighbor's next door's pool. But then Susie comes walking up. We find out Susie is the granddaughter of Elvira's ex-boss, and she wants to know what the hell is going on. And some of the paramedics and cops said, oh man, we have some footage. It looks like 2 chicks blew up your grandfather's house. That's crazy. But we kept him alive until the paramedics got here, so he's barely breathing and he's missing some limbs. And then now she pulls out her cell phone and she calls some dude named Eric because she needs some backup. And then now we go to Harley Quinn's headquarters, where Harley Quinn's showing Elvira all the different levels of her penthouse. And Harley's introducing Elvira to like her whole gang, her crew that lives here in this penthouse as well. And as they make it up to the very top floor, that is Harley's room, but she is giving it up to Elvira so that she can plan and do the Halloween party. And Elvira tells Harley, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind getting some beauty sleep. But Harley's like, I need to show you how the shower works though. It's super tricky. And she's like, don't worry, Harley, when I'm ready to take a shower, I'll come get you and you can show me how to work that faucet. So now Harley and her crew are eating some pizza and trying to brainstorm to try to come up with the money, the fee that they're going to give Elvira for the Halloween party, which is $5,000. And they don't have the $5,000 right now. And she says, Harley's like, well, we need to take on some jobs. And the main accountant chick says, well, we have, but they're all low-paying ones because the high-paying jobs are too risky. And you said you didn't want to take risky jobs or too dangerous. And Harley looks at her and says, you need to stop listening to me when I'm sober. So do you have any of those high-paying jobs that we turned down? The accountant says, yes, we got one right here. They want to pay us $300,000. She's like, oh my God, to do what? And she says, well, there is this local company that remodels kitchens, and they're taking all the business from all the other small businesses that do the same construction job. And whenever these other businesses lowball them or try to undercut their bid, they take them down. Even people get murdered, houses get burnt down. And so we have a bid to go ahead and take care of these bullies in this industry of remodeling kitchens, and they will pay us $300,000. And Harley says, call them up and tell them that we're going to take this job. Who is this runner of this business? And they pull out his rap sheet, and he's done every single crime under the book, but he's been let go and acquitted of all of the crimes because he has friends in high places. And Harley says, let me see this rap sheet. They're like, wait, no, we don't want to give it to you. Why? What else did he do? And she grabs it, and it looks like that he shut down one of the best pizza joints in Jersey. And now she is really pissed, and she goes on a rant right here, and this is what she has to say about it. This monster, he turned us away from a treasure untold, the greatest Sicilian pizza of stories of old, born in the 70s on a train worn with time, a canvas of flavor simply sublime, with cheese that melted in a golden embrace, chunky tomatoes and a tangy rich taste, and bread so light it could almost take flight, a masterpiece design faded from sight. Oh, what a loss, this pie of delight, the taste of the nostalgic girl now out of our sight. Man, is that what she does in her books? Always does some sort of like rap right there? I don't know, because this is my only second Harley Quinn book that I've read. And so now it's morning time, and Elvira does need to take a shower. So Harley Quinn's going to show her how the faucet works. And she says, hey, Elvira, we got a gig, so we can give you your first installment of your payment for the Halloween party. Oh, she says, a gig? Oh, really? What kind of music do you play? Not knowing really what the gig's all about. And so as Harley turns on the faucet and gets the hot water to work, Elvira's, okay, come on, get out of here. She's like, hey, I got some bath toys that you can play with. And she's like, no, I don't need any toys. She says, no, don't worry, they work in the shower as well. And I'm pretty sure that Harley Quinn wants to fuck Elvira in this issue. Even Elvira's like, when's the last time you got laid? As she pushes her out of the bathroom. And now as the crew prepares to go take down this gangster remodeler, Elvira says, is there anything that I can do to help? And Harley Quinn says, yeah, actually there is. We need a distraction, and I got the perfect attire for you. And as they throw on this sexy nun dress on Elvira and throw her in an ice cream truck as they head down to the main warehouse of this remodeler's business is. And as they sneak in, Elvira is handing out freaking ice cream cones to all of the goons out there. And they're like, man, I know the boss wouldn't let this ice cream truck show up on our private property selling ice cream, but man, I wish this girl would show up every day. And next thing you know, all the goons are there, and they're just tongue out of their mouth, just staring at Elvira's boobs. And now we cut to where the mobster, the gangster's in his loft counting all of his money with some of his other bodyguards around him. They're like, hey, a hit's been put out on you, and we know it's that crazy chick, Harley Quinn. And he's like, oh yeah, well maybe we need to pay her a visit before she tries to find me. And right then and there, Harley and her crew come busting in the door. She's holding that big ass sledgehammer. And that's the end of chapter 2. So we're going to have to keep reading it to see what happens next. Okay, man, my final thoughts of Harley Quinn X Elvira issue number 2. I thought the story was a good continuation from story number 1. Like continuing from the same night, kind of get us knowing what this book is going to go to, what they're trying to do. Harley Quinn needs money to pay for Elvira. They want to have a cool ass Halloween party, but something's not gonna go right. Something's going down. They're saying it's not fun at all because all of the shit that they're gonna have to get into to get this money. So yeah, this was great. The art in this was a good solid. The art was a solid 8 out of 10. I think the art was great. I like the way they draw both Elvira and Harley Quinn in this one. And the story, I'm going to give the story, we're going to keep it at a 9 out of 10. Very solid story, solid writing, solid dialogue. I can understand what they're saying, which is awesome, even in their different accents of how they talk. I can read it, and my mind actually can click with it, so that's really good. I don't get lost in dialogue, which is great. And so overall, man, a solid 8.5 out of 10. Harley Quinn X Elvira. This was issue number 2. Can't wait for issue number... Pretty sure issue 3 is already out right now by the time this video's out. So go check it out. Go read it and tell me what you all think about Dynamite doing a crossover with DC Comics with Harley Quinn and Elvira right here. All right, man. Triple B's out of the Haunted Basement Studio. If you guys want to come to a live show on Wednesday night, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and it'll be notified when I go live every Wednesday night with the hottest covers of the week at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, baby. All right, man. I'm out of the Haunted Basement Studio, and I want you to remember one thing. You keep it haunted. Comics. Laters.